6,000 money was a part of these niggas, so I do whatever they is. So my music was having a meeting with that group.
Oh, well, I don't know nothing about none of that.
Boy, I ain't never heard of that, boy.
Yeah, I ain't my first time hearing that one, dog.
You think niggas should do black bottom and blue top or just do that big blue?
Oh my God, this nigga cut.
I don't know, dog. I'm trying to figure it out, dog. I don't know. My mama ain't tell me. My mama ain't really tell me nothing about the funeral though, bro. I don't know.
I see what they was telling me nothing either. I really was just calling her. And then she tell me like, this she been having a lot to deal with, so she kind of been forgetting to like give us a call type thing. She been doing a lot, so then Kiki would be telling my mom, I'll call my me, and then like today we called and she's like, oh yeah, the funeral changed from next week to this week. But man, I figured it was pain because man, I ain't gonna lie, that's false. Like 2 weeks, it don't make sense to keep you just sitting there for 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. I told you that when you first told me the funeral gonna be next Friday. I said, man, that's too long.
Real tough.
Oh, your sister, she calling me right now.
Who, Mackenzie?
No, Kyra.
Oh, Kyra?
Kyra called me all day.
Real tough. I'm about to, you add in the call?
Yeah, you could. She tried to FaceTime me, but yeah, you could add her in there and show.
I'm going to FaceTime. Hi. Okay, thank you. I didn't even know I'm there with the even BR too.
Whatever.
They got a KNG and BR.
Oh. You called me on accident. Oh, whatever. All right, then, bye.
Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight. A mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the
I've been a bow tie nigga my whole life.
And the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
Ooh, we.
Setting up in
Oh, yeah, that look good.
Both of them look good. My first home game of the year. And that boy is structured. Yeah, that nigga structured. Oh no, you ain't structured. Yeah, boy, you need to put some socks on them dogs. She gonna call me David, boo.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Pistol X bunch. Playing college football 25.
Using his legs, it's Payne. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, Dave, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy, you're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12 has been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this
needing just inches for the first down.
No, look just like an old person.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Face mask.
It's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I ain't even got none of that on aggressive. That shit's stupid, bro.
That's a good old person one, too.
Yeah, Tom.
Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. After using an early one,
Hey, Rain.
for them to spend. For the offense after that penalty. On the ground, it's Payne.
I'm trying to lay him down.
But you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Damn right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement.
I'm ass. I see the route coming too.
They are on the move down to the 32 and they pick up another first down.
Hey, Uncle B, you think this cool?
It look like you trying to go to prom. I mean, that's how you come in. You trying to get right, bro. All right, don't let me stop you.
And the horn front set of downs.
Rain, come on, Rain.
Scanning the field, it's Craig. Throws to the wideout.
That boy threw that bitch to the
Missed his man.
females. What's that?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keen on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself.
Hold on, guy.
They're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bringing the heat. He's open on the right. Good job running.
All right, man, I'm going to let y'all go, man. I'm about to lose mess around y'all. All right, let y'all too.
Third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to, look, if we're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. As every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of runner high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity.
All right, man, y'all be good.
Looking to fire. And the timing just a hair off.
Bye.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw him to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Back to throw, it's Craig. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. First points of the day are on the board.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Payne. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Off play action. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Looking to pass. It's Craig. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy that we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the run, it's Jordan. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Trojans hit it quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting with the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the single back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Unloads it left. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
We've reached a break, and TCU is holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's Mayava. On the run, still looking. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the back over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Wormley. He stopped him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Here's the pressure. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. That one comes out hot down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long. And that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Across the 10. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
If If you're a fan of old school running the rock, you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders, they're looking over to the sideline looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running game.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking for a gap. It's Payne. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Oh, it's such a great job picking up yards and getting a positive play. And then at the end of it, dude, you're already on the sidelines. You're near the sidelines. Go get out of bounds. Take a slide. You know, take the positive, but don't take those hits. And don't give yourself an opportunity to cough it up like you did there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. On the move. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll leave it with the lone back. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Back to throw, it's Craig. That's caught, it's Payne. On third down. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder the...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Defense putting points on the board.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking a pick six all the way to the house, that could really end up costing.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Payne. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open?
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country. They were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Trojans. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 48, set to advance on the football.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for room, it's Payne. He's still on the move, a last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 10 team, the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Golden Bears on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it. Good, solid tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going to try to get it himself.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
The run inside. It's Miller. Powers through the defender. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to...
Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration.
Might have a chance. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. There's some room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Payne. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The running back has it. Maybe some room here. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Back to pass, it's Craig. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
On the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Wide receiver going in motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 48, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockhart. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. They're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Got a man. It's Bowman.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. He wants to go deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watch the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.